You have something special. You have greatness in you. I want you to like this page and share it. I want to have some conversations about this thing called life and about the power of words, but also the fact that life be lifing. Things are happening, and it's something about in December. It seems like things about for you, but it seems like they begin to intensify. I was talking to a friend of mine out of Philadelphia, and a very good friend of ours, Raquel. He's a young person. When I was a kid, we went to the funerals of old people, but there are a lot of funerals for young people. I mean, young. And and then I got a call about a good friend of mine. I used to disc jockey in Columbus, Ohio. And there was a group called the Four Mints. And the owner and the director, the manager of the group was James Brown. Oh boy. And I got a call that James passed, sister named Eleanor. Known him for years. He took me to meet a guy named Toonie Sunoco, Toonie's drive-through on Mount Vernon Avenue in Columbus, Ohio. Some of you Columbus people, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know about Mount Vernon Avenue and Toonie Sunoco and Toonie's drive-through and the Four Mints. Let me see some comments, all right? I want to see some comments. Put some thumbs up. And James, you talk about a guy. Oh man, he introduced me to Toonie when I first came to town. They had a whole challenging experience. I was a young disc jockey, and because let me show you how conservative Columbus was at that time. Because I repeated the words at the end of Aretha Franklin's song, millennials don't know about this, a song called Respect. At the end of the song, she would say, "Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me." Ministers organized in Columbus to get me taken off the air for saying "sock it to me." Fortunately for me, I have angels. Then President Richard Nixon said on the White House, on the State House steps, "sock it to me." And so they stopped pressing for me to be removed from the air. I mean, it's so conservative, you couldn't play the song by Ray Charles called "Let's Go Get Stoned." Okay, it's a different time. Now, with all the cussing and nasty, filthy man online today, they couldn't survive 1 second. Back during that time today, anything goes, anything goes, anything goes. But James Brown, he was a good guy. Took care of his wife. He was a wonderful person, and he just one of those guys that I remember. We went to court with a guy named, I'm going to tell you his name is Ronnie Taylor, who was a singer. And so James and I, we were going to be a character witness for Ronnie Taylor, who was in court to try not go to jail because he was behind on his child support. So he had to be a character witness him. But we didn't know exactly what he was going to say. All we were going to say, he was a good guy, and he's a responsible person, and he's going to do what he needs to do. Just going through some difficult times right now. Sure, I had there, but we're supposed to be witness for him. So what happened was that this young lady said that she had several children by Ronnie. She told this story, the power of words to communicate. When she spoke, it was not a dry eye in the courtroom. And the judge looked up. He had his eyes, he was teary. Even the judge was about crying up in here. And Ronnie was crying too, along with me and James. And so the judge asked him, young man, why aren't you taking care of your children? And Ronnie said through his tears, Judge, they don't look like me. And the judge hit the gavel on the table. Bam! He said, feed them till they do. You know how you raise your finger in church when you get ready to leave? Me and James looked at each other. We raised our finger and we laughed. We said, we out of here. We ain't going up in that. Oh, my goodness. Boy, we laughed so hard we got outside. Oh, boy. Oh, man. We used to get in a lot of trouble together. I was young. That was during pre-saved years. I was Les Brown, the man about town. On WVKO, there were none before me, there will be none after me. Therefore, that makes me the one and only. He was produced by Bill Moss, who was a disc jockey and also on the Board of Education. He brought me to Columbus, Ohio. I met Bill Moss in Miami as a disc jockey, but he brought me up to Columbus, Ohio. James Brown, good man. James, you will be missed. Good man, good father, good husband. Wife went to home and he took care of her for years. Good man. Yeah. One of the things I was reflecting on around 3:30 this morning about the power of words. And I want to have a conversation with you about words and where we are when you look at what's going on now. But let me pause here. If you live in Georgia, I hope if you have opportunity to do early voting, I hope you took advantage of that. And if you didn't, please vote. Please vote. Come out and vote. And yeah, I mean, y'all saw former President Barack Obama. I don't get in politics. I used to be a state legislator. I ain't going up in there, but I never laughed off. But don't be afraid of werewolves. They don't have them around the voting booths, okay? I just vote. Just this is a different place. This is a different place. The ability to tell your story. You know, politics is about the story you tell about yourself. And I'm a former elected official, elected 3 times to the Ohio legislature. Politics is about the story you tell about yourself, the story you tell about your opponent, your story your opponent tells about you, and the story your opponent tells about themselves. It's about 4 stories. And whoever is most successful at doing that, that's the person that will garner the most votes. I just talked about the power of stories. So I want to talk about that in a business context, in a cultural context, because I've been thinking about young people today and people who want to change their lives. When you look at the culture that we have, I want to share with you why I'm doing the training that I'm doing, and I'm looking for a few people. Because I don't want to work with a lot of people. I'm 77, so I don't have any interest in working with people that's not on the same page as that I'm on. My goal is to live a life that matters. My goal, if you believe that we should be living a purpose-driven life, that we should live a life that counts, a life that will make a difference, a life that will patience. If you believe that, if we should hold ourselves to a certain standard when we communicate, that our children are listening and don't allow our conversations to be dominated by street talk, language from the bottom. We're living at a time that males and females, people online, can't say 2 words without saying the N word or the F word. It's become the new normal. Now you can call me, somebody called me OG. So I got an attitude. I said, and I saw it online, and I said, "Is he calling me an old geezer?" So my son Calvin said, "No, Dad, that's a term of endearment." OG, yeah. What kind of endearment y'all talking about? You know, I hear people say, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks." I'm not an old dog. Dad, I how can I explain this? Well, it's an endearment, okay? He didn't mean any harm by saying you the OG. All right. So I'm the OG. I guess the old gentleman. I don't know. Y'all, somebody explain that to me. All right. I got somebody looking to read messages online. All right. So, but anyway, anywho, what a power. And I start thinking about the culture that we have as it relates to young people. And what stimulated this is just looking at young guys who sag. And that sag has been around for a long time. It's a culture, and the culture that exists. When you look at the death of so many of these young people, these rappers, and they start stuff out, they have a beef with somebody. Some of y'all remember the Temptations and the Four Tops and the Shirelles and Donna Ross and the Supremes, and you never heard of them about having beefs, shooting each other. That was not that kind of culture. I'm not making this up. This culture has been created with words. Write this down. Words of darkness, words that focused on desperation in communities all across this country, words that focus on death, and delivered with music past the conscious mind to the subconscious mind, and has affected and created a virus before the pandemic, affected a virus of HIV, hood-infected virus, AIDS, addiction to incarceration and death syndrome. And I said, as George Wallace would say, the comedian, I'm thinking, I'm looking for some people who would love to tell their story, who overcome some stuff, who want to speak light. I'm looking for some people who want to speak peace, harmony. If you have an interest in speaking peace and harmony and joy and how to monetize your story, I don't believe that the story that you went through, that God brought you through, that he just wanted you to keep that to yourself. I know that what got me here was the ability to tell my story of what I went through, being labeled educable mentally retarded, being adopted, and being raised in poverty in Miami, a poor section of Miami called Liberty City, all around drugs and killings. They used to have signs, do your shooting and cutting on Friday, Saturday, and on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and avoid the weekend rush. Come on. I'm looking for some of you that are listening to me, and my goal is to help people who can hear me, who want to make a difference, who want to grow their business, who want to grow their income, people who perhaps feel that you have hit a wall and you can help what I this stories, a story, a voice, and a mission or a market. What did you think about this? I told a story, and I still do, how I wanted to take care of my mother being adopted. And then I learned how to adjust my story to speak to corporations and organizations around the world. And I hired a coach. Talked to him this morning, Mike Williams. So there are a lot of people using all of the internet stuff, trying to get seen and listening to a lot of marketing stuff about how to attract customers. Let me share with you what they don't share with you because they don't know. I built my business by changing lives. If you believe that when you speak to people and you create an experience, not just provide them information, but you create an experience that expand their vision of themselves, you create an experience that touch their heart, you create an experience that ignite their courage and determination to turn the page and start writing a new chapter in their lives, you're going to create a demand for yourself. I want you to write this down. Impact drives requests. What a lot of these young people and older people don't realize, and don't ever let somebody teach you how to do something they have never done. I have done this for 52 years, so I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Listen to me, the OG, the older gentleman. I got here not speaking for money, not speaking to sell. I got here. You can talk to some people. You can talk to some of your relatives and friends and just ask them, have you ever heard of Les Brown? This is Mamie Brown's baby boy. And he just discovered that he's also the child of Dorothy Bell Rucker from Gainesville, Georgia. He was a secret. Ask him. Ask him, have you ever heard that name before? And some of you listening now, I want you to comment in the comment section that you, at some point, you heard my voice and it was a voice of inspiration. You heard my voice and you were in a dark place and it brought you out. You heard my voice and you were in a desperate situation and it calmed your spirit and inspired you to make a different kind of decision about yourself and your situation. That I spoke life, as Tony Lawrence would say. I want to see that in the comment section. I want to see some things in the comment section. I'm not seeing anything, Tatum. It's not moving like it's frozen. Can you see anything over there?
Yeah,
Sandra?
It's delayed, but it's coming up.
It's delayed, but it's coming up?
Yeah.
Like only 2 or 3 people heard me?
No, there are people.
There are people that have heard my voice before? By 5 or 6?
No,
Come
more
on.
than that.
Oh, no. Come on.
We on YouTube, we have about 88 people.
About 88 people have heard me? Oh, no. Come on, huh? No. I've spoken to 80,000 people in the Georgia Dome. It's still on the internet. You can pull it up now. I know more than 80 people have heard me speak. I ain't bragging. But I've spoken at too many graduations, too many schools, too many businesses, too many corporations. And the reason I want to share this with you, words have power. Words can create a demand for you if you use them in the right way, if you get the right coaching. 95%, I'm just want to just provide this for you. What most people, 95% of speaking engagements or coaching opportunities come as a result of personal recommendation. Somebody who has experienced you and recommend you. Because when you speak, people don't buy into you. That is develop a relationship with that person. You can't correct unless you connect. And your ability to do that is major with your words. Words have power and how they're put together. And I just want to, and this is not to people that's out there now and feel that street talk and all the gutter language that they're using now is a way to shock people and to get their attention. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those of you that are coming up and want to know, how did you get here, Mr. Brown? How did you get here? How did you end up going from Liberty City, Douglas Elementary School in Overtown in Liberty City on 3rd Avenue, being labeled educable, mentally retarded, put back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade, going to Booker T. Washington High School, and over there by the railroad tracks, and at the time you went, you couldn't cross the railroad tracks. How did you get there? Well, you spoke to corporations and organizations around the world. And really, literally, when I started thinking about it, over 70 countries. I was doing so many, I didn't even count. And the coaching that I received, there's some things that you need some help in coaching on. People who master what they do, they have somebody who's done that. You want to align yourself with somebody who's established and they have ration for doing what it is you want to do. I'm telling you, that's how you stay the coach or mentor. It's very important. And now, if you believe as I believe, that our children, they need us now more than ever before. I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and I asked her about how her son was doing. It was fine. So what he's doing? Well, he's playing video game. This is a dangerous time. The games that come to the United States, they're designed, the algorithms, to entertain our kids. It's addictive. I'm not making this up. The algorithm for their children is designed to entertain them, help them to find their purpose and meaning in life, to educate them, not just entertain. They have some things, some games, but to educate them, to become world leaders, to become entrepreneurs. This is a different world. Today, just teaching reading, writing, and arithmetic, that's not enough. Kids need to learn how to develop relationships. They need to learn how to become critical thinkers. They need to learn entrepreneurship. If we can have little league football teams and baseball teams and basketball teams, we could have little league dermatologists and cardiologists and endocrinologists and entrepreneurs, engineers. Our kids can do more than play basketball or rap. They need to learn how to put some words together without using profanity. Getting together at nightclubs and playing the dozens with each other and talking about each other's mothers. Hey, when I was a kid, hey, you said something about my mother, Mamie Brown? That was no joke. That was a fight. I went to the store. I got 11, get some eggs. I got 11 eggs. I don't play the dozen. I got 11. But this is a different culture. And I believe that cultures are created by words and they can be changed by words. And my goal is to find people who believe as I believe, who want to change lives, who want to create a different kind of culture, who want to impact the collective consciousness of people before they leave here. And let me pause here. This political announcement is paid by me. Make sure you vote. I'll make sure you vote tomorrow. I don't care what you're doing. Make sure you vote. It's critical. It's very important. This is a historic place. This place now. And you want to call other people and take people with you. Call them up. Hey, have you done it yet? Don't ask them, did they vote? You know what you want to do? What time can I pick you up to take you to the polls? And if they've voted, they say, I don't need to go, I've already voted. But if you ask them, have you voted? It's too easy to say yes and lie. I used to do voter registration campaigns. I never asked a person, did they vote? Because it's too easy. Oh, yes, I have. Because they don't want to be bothered with you. So I would ask him, how long have you been registered? And they had to think, oh, I'm not. It's not? Oh, well, good. Come on, come on, come on. You need to do that now. That's how I did it. This is different. The words that we use, it affects your thinking. This is a different time. People are snapping. We need word peace, words of harmony, words of joy. And if you like me, I just got up this morning and I was writing. I could write. I was writing some thoughts on just what I was just sharing with you about being positive and creating a different kind of culture. And I just got up and I was looking and I wrote down peace and I wrote down harmony and I wrote down joy and I developed a strong piece on this. Because here's what we know. You can have all the things, all the trinkets. You can have all the money. You can have all that stuff. But if you don't have peace, you don't have anything. 46% of Americans can't get a good night's sleep. When we go out in public right now, you're looking around, you're circling the block before you stop to get some gas to see who's in there. Going to the bank, going to church, going to a theater. There's no place that people feel safe today. So peace is creating a different kind of environments are created by people and they can be changed by people. And all of us can play a role in that. All of us can play a role in creating environments of peace, of harmony, and joy. It's possible, and it's necessary, and it's you, and it's me, and it's hard. Will it happen right away? No. When will it happen? When it happens? That's when. If you believe as I believe, let me see some thumbs. Let me see some hearts. That words matter. We need to consciously begin to upgrade our conversations with each other and the things that we say around children. There's a time people don't care what they say around kids. And guess what the kids do? The kids repeat what they hear. I have friends, including two of my daughters who are teachers. One who just resigned, and they curse more than the adults because they hear it all the time. It's become new normal. It's not cute. It's vulgar. Now I know y'all said that's why they call you what they call you, OG. You old geezer. No, an old gentleman. What does OG stand for? Do you see a definition over there, Sandra? What does OG stand for?
OG.
Yeah, somebody tell me what OG stand for. Is that a bad word? Is that label?
Oh God.
Oh God. Okay. No, they were talking to me. All right. God, they call me OG. I don't know.
Original gangster.
Original gangster. Oh my Lord. I'm the original gangster. There's gotta be another definition. You call me an original gangster.
That's Violet Newborn.
I used to be an original gangster. Those are my pre-save years. Yes. Don't let this 77 fool you, honey. It's got to be another definition other than original gangster, but I kind of like it, I must admit.
Orange juice.
Somebody said orange juice? Come on, there's a J there. Oh boy, obviously that person was in special education with me. Let me say, let me tell you why I'm smiling. It's so much sadness going around and stress and anxiety. I just said, I'm going to be happy on purpose. I'm going to be happy on purpose. Two friends of mine passed, and I know they would want me to celebrate their life. I'm going to be happy on purpose. Stuff's happening. I deal with pain. And you know, it's one thing to get older and they say you slow down and life stops stripping stuff away. But they didn't tell me about the aches and pains. I didn't know about that. I didn't know. I used to hear Mama say, oh, Arthur's bothering me. Mama, who's Arthur? Don't worry, boy. You live long enough, you'll know Arthur personally. Mama's talking about arthritis. They gave me an MRI. I got some arthritis on this right side, my butt. I said, wait a minute. Just out of nowhere, just started hurting. What's up with that? Come on. I ain't done nothing to nobody for my right butt to be hurting. I'm talking friends who got getting knee replacements and hip replacements. Well, I was talking to my partner. I'm not going to tell you his name is Jerry. And Jerry said, Les, those knees of yours, they're 77. Well, they're still working. I don't need no knee replacement. My both hips are still working. Just one, just aching. I guess that's Arthur. Let me tell you something. Laughter is good for your soul. How you think I've been kicking 4th stage cancer's butt for 29 years? I ain't playing with you. I'm coming for you up in here. You better change. If you don't want to be happy, you don't want to be laughing, you better change the channel right away, honey, because I'm coming for you. I'm going to make you smile. Even hungry people look better when they smile. Watch this. Okay. We'll be good. Having a power surge. Some even call it a hot flash. So,
OG, God.
Only God. Okay, only. No, they were referring to me as an OG. And my son said, Calvin, it's an endearing term. Somebody knows what it means. Well, okay, original
GOAT, which is
original GOAT,
which is greatest of all times. GOAT.
Okay, I'll go with that. Original GOAT, the greatest of all time. Yeah, somebody said, Kevin Bracey out there in San Diego, he said, I'm the Michael Jordan of the motivational area space. Okay, that's what he said. And so thank you for that. The original GOAT. Okay, that fits. That's I'll go for that. Oh, okay, all right. I got to learn these new terms. Like, hey, somebody called me and they'd been calling me several times, and they asked me, "Have you ghost me?" I said, "Ghost you? I'm alive." He said, "No. Ghost somebody means that you're avoiding them." I said, oh, okay, all right. That's the new terminology. I don't know all these new terms. You know, they got all these new terms now, even referring to people, different titles and stuff. I don't know all these things. I don't know. And so I just say, hey, you. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. This thing called it's fascinating. This is a different place up in here. I saw this human being who approached me, and I said, wow. I said, I know your name. And I love to pay compliments. And I was about to say Cleopatra. So I said, I know your name. And this person said, what is it? I said, I think I made a mistake. I forgot I'm in Atlanta. Oh my Lord. It's all right, Les Brown. You've been motivating me for a long time. I said, I have. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. I love you anyhow. Oh my God. That's a different place. Life be lifing. People dying today who never died before. Did you hear what he just said? Yeah. Whew. Listen, I'm looking for some people who want to learn how to use their story to make a difference, how to use humor, how to use quotes. Direct message me on Instagram, Sandra.
Yes, sir.
It's called the
DM.
the Les Brown Instagram. Have you gone there to check that out? Lord, I rebuke every retarded demon that has her right now. Chevrolet, Honda, Toyota. Tamabota. I told her to check this out earlier. Oh my goodness. Anyhow, it's Celeste. Would you check this out, please? I thought that was already done, but I'm looking for 7 people. 7 is my lucky number. And I'm going to vet you. I want you to know.
There, Les Brown on Instagram.
What is it on Instagram?
There, Les Brown.
There.
THE. There.
Oh,
Les Brown.
The Les Brown.
Yeah.
The Les Brown. THE Les Brown. Instagram me. That am I saying that?
Yeah.
Oh, DM me. Oh, that means direct message. Oh, I'm hip. I'm getting hip up in here. Direct message me to the Les Brown on Instagram. And then somebody from myself will call and check you out and talk to you and interview you to find out if it's a good fit. So let me share with you what I'm going to, for those of you that we select, what's going to be involved. One, I'm going to teach you how to tell your story. Extract your story, teach you how to organize it, how to deliver it, and work with you until you perfect it. The next thing, I'll teach you how to incorporate jokes and humor and statistics and to bring your personality out. Next thing, I'll teach you how to speak hard. That's where most of these young people, these new speakers, they miss out on that. They come out here giving information from Think and Grow Rich or other sources. No. You need to learn how to create an experience that touches the heart. You want to learn how to speak to the heart. That's how I got here. People want to know, do you care about me? They want to know, have you been through some stuff? Do you know what you're talking about? They want to know. They want to feel you. Speak so people can feel you. I've heard people speaking and say, I ain't feeling that. No, I just didn't resonate with me. That's what they're saying. And I can't tell you the number of engagements I got just off my laugh. People say, when you laugh, you make me laugh. I said, why? This is, I don't know, but you do. And I've gotten speaking engagements on my laughter. I said, you know what? You ought to can that. Oh, behave. Whatever. No, but I enjoy life. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy people. I enjoy making you feel good. If you enjoy making people feel good, if you enjoy make people laugh or inspire them or lift their spirits, I want you to direct message me at the Les Brown on Instagram. Don't tell me I'm not internet savvy. No, I am. Whatever. I got up, I was hurt this morning, and I just said, is this what Betty Davis meant when she said, millennials, they don't know anything about Betty Davis. That old age is not for wimps. But I'm still here, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful to still be here, to be able to make impact. What is that you share? $350 billion being spent on coaching and speaking. How much a day?
By 2025. It's
By
projected-
2025.
Projected that it'd be 350 billion.
350 billion. I just got a call here from South Africa. Hey, Sarge, how you doing?
Hey Liz, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, but that's okay. Everybody's listening to you.
Oh, hello everyone.
So with that, Celeste, did she respond to you that she got information?
She did, yes she did.
Okay, and so do you need anything else from me?
Yeah, Liz, are you not online on a Zoom or something?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna call you as soon as I get off. Okay? But wait a minute,
All right, perfect.
but tomorrow morning, 3 hours, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know, I forgot to ask you, who's going to be in the workshop?
In terms of the participants? Or the
Yeah,
hosts?
the participants.
The participants will be all the Power Voice.
Okay, got you. All right, thank you. I'll be calling you shortly, okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Liz.
All right, bye. The reason I want to share that with you, we've gone from brick and mortar to click and order. I want a 3-hour workshop tomorrow in South Africa from Atlanta. Anybody got the OJ song, Money, Money, Money? It don't have to get on an airplane and be nervous when you take your mask off to eat, as if the virus will say, oh, we won't spread now. We won't infect anybody now. We're going to wait till they get through with their lunch and then come out. No, I ain't getting on no plane. No. And before I check in, I said, do you have a picture of the person I'm sitting next to? Because if they have real ears, I change my seat. I can tell you why, but I do. He's got issues. I do. I won't sit next to Celeste. She's got big ears. I'm concerned about the monkeypox. Oh, did he go there? Yes. And vampires. Yes. Okay, anyhow. So make sure you vote today. Make sure you vote tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is election day. Yes, it is. Now, you have any questions you'll ask me? Let me give them an opportunity, and I'm going to call them back in South Africa. What time is it there? It's the evening time. So you have a question for me? I want to answer a question from somebody. I'm excited. I'm fired up. I went to sleep around 7 o'clock last night, woke up around 3:30, and I am so excited about the seminar that I'm going to be doing with people in South Africa, teaching them to tell their story, how to master the key. And I just think about this. We've gone from brick and mortar to click and order. Just think about this. Just think about how technology eliminates geography. And what do you say that figure will be by the year? What year is that?
By 2025, it's projected that 350 billion.
$350 billion industry in coaching and speaking. By when?
2025.
2025. You better get on this train. It's not the midnight train, but it's a train. No, he did not. Yes. Oh, behave. What did he do? Oh my God, he should have taken his medication. 2025. You see why I'm so excited? that I'm doing my business from home. I'm going to show you the people that I train. You can also, I'm doing my own virtual stages, some of them in person. I'm going to do my stages here in Atlanta at the Gathering Spot. I'm going to do the Rock Church in Brooklyn, Queens, Brooklyn, New York. I'm going to do an event in my own stage in Fort Lauderdale. And I'm doing an event in Dallas, Texas. Doing my own event, virtual and in person. Going to Dallas, Johnny Wimbrey going to help me get people there. I ain't playing. And Grant Cardone, I love Grant Cardone. He said, I'm going to teach you how to be the new Les Brown and the new Barack Obama. Thousands of people turned out for that. That is great. It's 7 billion people on the planet. It's enough for everybody. You want to learn how to speak, how to tell your story. You want hands-on training and small, intimate setting with me? You can handle the small setting with me. No. Yes. Okay. I'm looking for people who want to speak peace, harmony, and joy, and how to monetize it. There's money in the mental health area. Dr. C. Lang, she and I will be interviewing. There's money with your name on it. When you can help people to navigate what we're going through right now. Your voice, your story, the things that you've gone through. Dr. Cheryl Woods is right. That story you're sitting on, someone is waiting on. God did not bring you through what you've gone through just for you. No. And this is the time it's needed. There are people waiting to hear it. So you can give them hope and encouragement and teach them how to turn the page and start a new chapter. You know a guy that I love also? I love Donald Lawrence, but there's a guy named Marley. That's another bad brother up in. I'm doing the event. I want those two at my event. Yeah. Those are two bad brothers up in here. Up in here. Donald Lawrence and Marley. Yeah, I'm putting spirituality with motivation and methods and techniques and strategies. I'm creating an army of people who will deliver a message of peace, harmony, and joy. That's what the world needs now, more than ever before. If you agree with me, I want to see some flames up in here, up in here. Just let a brother know he's doing the right thing, that he's in the right zone. If you are in alignment, if you believe as I believe that we need ambassadors of peace, harmony, and joy, speaking on that, delivering it with music, spirituality, strengthening people, taking them to the internet of their soul and spirit, and allow them to be the light to dispel the darkness and the anger and the divisiveness that exists. If you believe as I believe, let me see some flames. I know I'm not the only one up in here.
Flames going.
There's some only. I don't see many on my side. I got a delay. Oh, you can see them on your side?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we need to swap computers. Okay, all right. Oh, so direct message me on Instagram, the Les Brown. And my staff will talk to you and interview you. I'm not looking for everybody. The road to life is straight and narrow, and few there be that find it. I'm looking for the few. I'm looking for the few, not the masses. I'm looking for the few. Did I tell you? I'm looking for the few. The few that are serious. The few that are serious and hungry to make a difference, to live a life that matters. Hungry to live a purpose, passion-driven life. hungry to touch hearts and transform lives, hungry to make their lives count. That's what I'm looking for. I ain't playing with you. I'm 77. I'm looking for people that will carry my legacy into the future that I don't get to see. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now. And don't forget to vote tomorrow if you haven't already. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. He's a trip. Yes, he is. Yeah. Okay, I am. Thank you.